Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world. Yeah, that's right. Say it with me. Crypto. Yeah, it's crypto. It's still crypto. It was crypto yesterday. It will be crypto tomorrow. And probably next year will also be crypto. Goddamn crypto. We are talking about a brand new project which is launching on the 27th of September, which for me is tomorrow, right? At 6 p.m. UTC, which for me is 2 o'clock in the morning. This is about Basedrate, which I'm really excited for this project. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited because they have done something which I've wanted a crypto project to do forever. Now, back in DeFi summer 2020, there was a protocol called Tomb, and then it got exploited and then bought by Harry, yeah, and then it went to the moon and it dumped to nothing. Before it was exploited, they had something called a gatekeeper. That's right, gatekeeper. The gatekeeper was a tax function, which in a way was genius because it stopped people selling the PEG token on Tomb, and it kind of meant that there was this huge support for the PEG. But like I said, it got exploited and then all hell broke loose. It dumped so bad that it got bought up. And to be honest, all these Tomb forks came out afterwards and none of them ever had the gatekeeper because I guess they removed it from the code and then everyone forked what was fixed instead of something that was broken, which makes sense, right? So what is happening is that Basedrate is launching and they've taken the idea of the gatekeeper tax function that was on Tomb and they've made their own one, right? So it's not the same one, don't worry. It's not the same one, but they've made the same concept. It's a little bit different, right? We're going to talk about that. And that's why I'm really excited for the launch on the 27th of September. My head's in the way, so you can't see it, but it is on the 27th of September. That's when it's happening. You see? You can see it there, right? Proof. Okay, so let's check it out. So Basedrate, link in the description for the farm is here. Earn the highest yields by staking on the most based farm. So it's on Basechain. If you don't know how to get on Basechain, we already talked about this in the prior Baserate video about 3 weeks ago while they were waiting for their audit. And it's a Tomb fork, but it has this new tax function on top of it. It is made by the same dev team who brought out Pulse Rate. And we did a lot in Poseidon. We made some good money. It's currently under PEG, heavily under PEG. Hoping that this will also help Poseidon because now it's a double project right on 2 chains, which is good. So it should be able to help. Poseidon brought out loads of like cool bullish things as they were like continuing on, right? So they were auditing things after they launched. They had a single staking of the PEG token. They then made a bunch of games, dice, a roulette, a coin flip game, right? So all of this is already done and audited, which is cool because it means then when Basedrate launches, they're going to be able to roll out all this stuff without anyone having to wait for it, right? They can plan out, boom, we're going to launch this then. We're going to put the coin flip here. We're going to put the lottery here. We're going to put single stake in, right? And of course, they have this tax function. Clicking on the launched app, I'm still not getting any action on that. So all you can really do is peruse their Twitter, peruse the docs, and get ready for the launch. When really what I want to do is I want to take my pairs, which I want to put into the site, and I want to get them into the pools early so that they start earning yield the second that the emissions start, because then you're going to get the insanely high APY. Yeah. This is not financial advice. This is me telling you how I'm going to degen into this. We already got into the pre-sale with this through our amazing DAO. And I'm not all of us, just some. It was a draw, lucky draw. I didn't personally go into it. I took some funds from the Eternal Engine and I put them into this because I'm convinced it's going to be a banger, right? Really convinced in that. Sorry, I just ordered some cake and I'm waiting for the cake to arrive. Not Binance Smart Chain cake, the real kind that you can eat. So looking forward to that. I think we're going to get a call any second now. I have to leave. So because we can't look at the site, we can just kind of check out this, which is what we're going to talk about today, right? So this is Poseidon, which is their gatekeep system, right? Which is different. So the one in Tomb was that there was a tax on the PEG token, Tomb token, that was pinned 1-to-1, PEG 1-to-1 with Phantom, and the higher it was above PEG, then the less tax you paid. And the lower it got to peg, the more tax you paid. And then when it went under the price off peg, then you got an even higher tax, right? Stopping people from selling it because they were getting massively taxed. I don't know why it never caught on. I was actually talking to one of the devs from Poseidon and saying, are you going to put it back in? They said, no, but you wait, Richie. And, here we are. So the Poseidon tax system ensures the protocol's growth by dynamically adjusting based on the B rate. B rate would be the B rate pegged to Ethereum. So that's the peg token is called B rate. As the B rate peg fluctuates, the tax rate changes, helping to maintain the price closer to peg. If B rate falls below its peg, an automatic sell tax is triggered on all B share sell transactions. Now this is cool because what usually happens is, like what happened in Poseidon, the price of the P rate token went below peg and everyone just dumped their share token because now you can't use your share token to print more peg token, right? So that's good. So now there'll just be a tax on B share if it goes below peg, meaning you're going to get you're going to get less for your B share than if you just hold it, stay calm, and just keep it in the boardroom, right? Not dumping it all for just to run away, basically, right? The tax is used to buy B rate. Good. So the tax on B share is then used to purchase B rate in an open market and burn it. Buy and burn. This is really, really, really bullish, right? This is a great idea. Bringing back pressure while reducing the circulating supply. Awesome stuff. 100% of the taxes are burned, reducing both the circulating and total supply of B rate. Always consider the current B rate peg price before conducting transactions, as it directly impacts the level of slippage you may experience. So let's go into it. So B rate, the peg token, right? It's got to be pegged to the price of Ethereum, right? So the TWAP is over 1.5. The tax is going to be a 1% tax on your transaction. Now, as the TWAP, the price in comparison, so B rate is well above the price of Ethereum there, then coming down and down and down, closer 1.4, 1.2, 1. 1 is 5% tax. Then 0.9, 0.7, up to 12%, 16%, 90%. Oh, this is going, it's gone under peg, sorry. So once it goes under peg, the tax raises from 5, then to 10, 12, 16, 19, then 20% tax if it's more than 0.5 to the peg, right? So half the price under the peg price. While all this is happening, if the B rate goes below peg, then from the tax on your B share token can be as high as 10%. All of this tax is going to buy and burn the token to then raise the price while reducing the circulating supply. Genius stuff. That's why this platform is going to be a banger. It's got other great things. It will have some non-native and native pools. So if you want to get in and farm without taking hardly any risk, you could go in with, for example, your USDC and ETH, right? So pair USDC and ETH, there's a 4% deposit fee. You should make that back in about a day, because if you're getting ready to start the farm, that's my cake is here. Hang on a minute. Nice. Got some Chinese cake. Gonna have that later while I'm editing, probably. Do you want to do an unboxing of cake, or you want to read about pools of ETH and USDC? Yeah, well, let's read about some pools of cake and USDC. Of course, you don't want to see the cakes. So the allocation will be 500, so it will be a lower APR, of course, than the non-native pools, because they're higher risk and they're actually supporting liquidity for the platform. But the deposit fee is going to be 4%. To get into this, you should be able to make that back in about a day or two, because the APR in the very beginning is going to be really high. I'm still in the pulse rate pool for, what was it, P rate USDC? No, pulse and USDC. I'm still in this, right? TVL is only $3,000, and I'm still making 0.3% daily on that. Because all that money is mine. Great, okay. Why not? Like, this is still printing. It's just printing at a lower level, but it still exists. It's still running. So it's actually one of these secret little places in Pulse Chain you can make pretty good gains on, actually. So B share B rate, B share USDC, B share ETH, B rate USDC, and B rate ETH. These are all going to have ridiculously high APRs when they launch, because they all have the same allocation, right? So just depending on if there are more or less people staking in those pools, you're going to get more or less. For people like me who got the pre-sale, by the way it works is that we're going to be giving our tokens out in epochs. So it's not like I have a big bag and I'm going to dump on all of you. It's not going to happen. I'm going to get them every epoch. I think epoch's like every 4 or 6 hours. Every 4 or 6 hours, I'm going to get part of my pre-sale tokens into my wallet. So anyone who got the pre-sale is going to be doing that. A lot of people were in Poseidon, and they got in the pre-sale by holding the Poseidon token as well. So that's other people who got in. Apart from that, so cross project, it says that both projects will be supporting in one treasury to try to support both ecosystems. There is a bridge. So if you want to get your funds onto Basedrate, they're going to be making a base bridge. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about. The reason we're talking about it today, of course, is because they just passed their audit. So that's why they're launching, right? So this new contract they put out, the Poseidon contract, which is it's a more advanced contract than what Tomb did, right? And good that it's been audited. So they're all good to go. Looking forward to this. Get into it. Check it out. And I'm going to go eat some cake. Don't get wrecked.